Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale your Keurig K Supreme Plus Smart Coffee Maker. Model number K29. This is the model that connects to the internet. Today we'll be descaling it with the Keurig Descaling Solution 14-ounce bottle. You can buy this at Walmart for about $7 to $10. On Amazon it's a little bit more expensive. So the procedure I'm going to be following is not in your quick start guide that comes with the manual. You've got to go online to the Keurig website and print off the use and care guide. And then in the use and care guide, there is a descaling your brewer. We're going to be following it step by step. So is your coffee not coming out as hot as it used to be? Does your coffee not taste as good as it used to be? And is your Keurig getting really loud and slow? These are all signs that it could be time to descale. But also, Keurig will put a notification in the top left-hand corner. It looks like a little shower head that it's time to descale, and it'll tell you it's time to descale also. The only way to get that notification to go out, you have to put the machine into what's called descaling mode, and then you've got to run that mode from start to finish. Now, in my previous two descaling videos, there's been hiccups. Hopefully on this one I won't have it, but when I did the vinegar one, I showed you how to descale the same brewer with vinegar. I had a hiccup and I had to restart the machine halfway through. Now, you may be wondering, both of these are the same machine, the K Supreme Plus Smart Coffee Maker with the 5 needles. They both connect to the internet. So the reason I've got two here is this one just updated overnight. This one has not updated yet. It is like October 12th. And like I said, this one, both of them are connected to the internet. So I just woke up one morning. This one said, your software has been updated. And the screen was lit up. I said, okay. They changed quite a few things. I got another video on how they changed the brew ID if you want to check that out. But today it's going to be descale. So the one thing they did change was good. So in the menu, when we press these two buttons here, the two arrows, we go into the menu setting. Now on this one without the update, there's no descale mode. I cycle all through these, it's not there. On this one with the update, I cycle through. There's descale mode now. That's awesome. I can manually descale. So say my coffee's not tasting as good, I can go in and I can manually descale this by putting the machine in descale mode and running it through. But if I've got my little notification on here, I'm going to have to do this in order to get that little descale notification to go away. That notification comes on after 250 brews, no matter how dirty the coffee maker is on the inside. So after 250 brews, it is going to come on. Okay, so I have opened up a K Supreme Plus, this is just a K Supreme coffee maker. I'm going to show you what we're going to be descaling. There's a heating element in here that's aluminum. So over time, this is that heating element removed. The water comes in, it gets superheated, really hot, and then it comes out. So inside here, if you have hard water, minerals are going to build up in there and start to close that off. And that vinegar or the descaling solution is going to clean that tube on the inside. And it's going to get that mineral buildup out of there. So if you've never connected your unit to Wi-Fi, then you will not get the update. So you'll have to wait to descale it. The descale works the same. You just won't be able to manually go in and descale it. You have to wait for the descale light to come on. Then you run and then put it in the descale mode. So here we have, again, this is the 14-ounce bottle. Now they have the instructions, if you see that little peel. It's pretty hard, but if you peel that away, it has some instructions in there, peel it all the way around. But they're not for this Keurig, they're for other Keurig machines. Okay, so back to the brewer. I went into the menu by pressing the left and right arrow together, and then I cycled over till I see descale mode. It says, now it's going to shut down. So hit the arrows, settings, descale mode, press K to begin. It says enter descale mode. Move the arrow to the right, hit yes. Okay, so yes is highlighted now with the arrow. Hit the big K button. It says, if using a water filter, please remove it before beginning. So we don't want our carbon water filter in here. So we're going to remove the tall handle carbon water filter. Then we're going to press continue. Which Keurig solution are you going to use? I'm not using the 2-ounce pouch. I'm using the 14-ounce bottle. hit the 14-ounce bottle. It says empty your water reservoir, pour the Keurig descaling solution into the water reservoir, and then fill this up again and add a water. So whatever water I've got in here, I'm gonna go dump out that water. Okay, so my reservoir is empty. I'm gonna pour the entire contents of this in there. Now yours might suds a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this empty container and fill it up with water and dump it in there. Okay, so I put fresh water in the bottle, and now I'm gonna dump it in. This gives us a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 bottle of descaling solution to 1 bottle of water. Then we put the reservoir back on. I come over, okay, so I've done that step. Hit continue. Ensure there's no pod. Yeah, there's no pod. Make sure that's empty. Hit continue. Make sure then it says make sure you got something that'll hold at least 12 ounces of hot water underneath it. Hit continue. Now it says descaling mode hot water. The 12 is lit and the big K button's flashing. Just hit the big K button. That starts your descale mode. And it says you're in descale mode dispensing hot water. Okay, so where it hiccuped, when I did this earlier with vinegar, what should happen? And so it's gonna run this through the machine. I'll have to do another one. When it gets pretty low, it should sense that the water is low, and it's gonna tell you to go into rinsing mode. If it doesn't tell you to do that, you need to unplug it and start all over again. You can check out the vinegar video where this actually happened, and it could definitely happen to you. But if you keep running it, you'll run the machine out of water, and it could damage the machine. Okay, so it's finishing up with the first 12 ounces. It's gonna tell me I'm still in descale mode, and it wants me to do another one. So empty that out, put it underneath there, hit the big K button again. Now, see how our water's getting pretty low. At the end of this one, it's gonna be way down here, and hopefully it's gonna sense that. So it's just running that descaling solution through there. Again, be careful, that is hot. Okay, so the water's getting really low. It's still coming out. Let's see what happens at the end of this. Here's where it fails sometimes. Okay, it worked. It tells me to rinse the reservoir, fill it up with fresh water, and can do some fresh water rinses. If you don't see this, and it just wants you to hit the K button again, don't do it. There's not enough water in there for a brew. And it's gonna run your brewer dry, and it could potentially damage your brewer. It's happened to me twice. I've done 3 descales. This is my 3rd descale. 2 of the descales this has happened. So if you don't see this message, unplug the machine, then you can just redo this over with water. So just put 2 14-ounce waters in here, and then manually start the descale over again. It worked on me the 2nd time. So now let's say yours does do this. So what they want us to do, take the reservoir off. There's some descaling solution in here. Go dump that out, and then rinse this out with water and soap, and then just put fresh water up to the max line. Okay, I filled the reservoir up with just fresh water to the max line. I haven't disturbed it. Don't lift the handle, don't disturb anything. Make sure this is empty. Now we're just gonna hit continue because we did exactly what the screen said. Hit continue. We're back in descale mode, hot water, and the K is flashing, so hit the K, the 12 is lit. Now we're doing fresh water rinses. It's gonna do 2 or 3, it does 2 or 3 of these, and then it comes out of descale mode, and your descale notification should be out. Now the manual says it's gonna say descale complete, but mine didn't do that. My screen just shut off. It doesn't say descale complete. Okay, here's the end of the first freshwater rinse. I'm gonna dump it out. The machine is still in rinse mode, so we put this back. The big K is flashing, I'm gonna hit it again. It's gonna do another fresh one. Okay, so it's finishing up with the second one here. I wanna show you what the screen does. Okay, so it wants me to do a third one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a third one. Okay, so it's finishing up with the third one here. I want to show you what the screen does. Okay, it wants to do a fourth one. The last time I did this, after the second one, the screen shut off and it came out of descale mode. So these things are just a little weird sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to do another one. This is my fourth one. Okay, the fourth one is finishing up. Okay, wants me to do another one. Okay, so I press the K again. We're going to do another fifth one. Like I said, the last time I descaled, after 2 brews, the brewer just kind of turned off and it came out of descale mode. I went ahead and did about 3 more 12-ounce brews of just fresh water to keep cleaning it. So it's going to be definitely clean after this one. After this, if it finishes this way. Okay, so it's finishing up with this one. Wants me to do another one. Okay, so here, yeah. I was getting ready to do another one, and then the screen just went blank. And then it restarted, and now I'm out of descale mode. So it never said descale complete. It just kind of came out of descale mode. On this time, it did it after 5. The first time I did it, the machine went blank. It kind of recycled power after 2 freshwater rinses. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But your descale notification in the top left-hand corner should be out after running this descale mode. I would have loved to have seen it say descale complete. Again, I've got 2 other videos on how to descale this. I don't know why they're making this so complicated with descaling, but they've just progressively gotten more and more complicated. The Case Supremes were complicated enough. This smart one, they've just, in my opinion, they've really complicated it even more. So, because I've done 4 descales now, all 4 have been different. So if you're having any problems at all, definitely call Keurig, but you know, I'm not sure they're going to know either, but give them a call. Check out my other 2 videos where I have problems and I kind of walk you through the problems. This one I didn't have a problem, as other than the end, it didn't say descale complete. So thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.